Only God can handle the daily challenges that we face in marriage and motherhood and family life. There are times when family life can seem totally overwhelming. There are plenty of moments when I have felt exactly like Kip did, tipped over in his car seat thinking, I can't handle this. The only way to walk through those situations is to lean on God's enabling power to do what you could never do on your own. Hebrews 4:16 tells us, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. The key truth is this: God's grace enables us to be led by truth rather than led by emotion. This radically impacts how we respond to marriage and family challenges. What happens when we're led by emotion, when we don't rely on God's grace? Well, a short list would be we scream at our kids in frustration, we slam doors or storm around the house when we're frustrated, we give our husband the silent treatment when we're frustrated with him, or we constantly nag him and complain about what he's doing wrong, we vent our frustrations on social media or to our girlfriends. But there is grace available to handle challenges in a more victorious and Christ-honoring way. Elizabeth Elliot expressed it beautifully when she wrote these words: obedience to God is always possible. It is a deadly error to fall into the notion that when feelings are extremely strong, we can do nothing but act on them. Wow, what a convicting statement. So many of us are just led by emotion rather than led by truth. And the difference is we're not going to God for the grace that we need to face the situation that we're dealing with. Most of us know what a toddler meltdown looks like. When Hudson's our oldest child, who is now 15, when he was about not even quite 2 years old, we were in the mall with him. It was a very crowded mall. And he was starting to throw a fit because he wanted something that he couldn't have, or he wanted to eat something we wouldn't give him. I don't remember the scenario. But he started to throw a tantrum. And we were holding him, and he was sort of kicking and screaming and squirming. And we made the mistake of setting him down so that we could sort of reason with him. I don't know. We were new parents. We didn't realize you can't reason with a hysterical 2-year-old. But at that time, we thought we could. So we set him on the ground thinking we're going to have a nice talk with him and talk this through. Well, instead of talking it through, he decided he was going to take off running. So he started to run as fast as his little legs could carry him down this crowded mall, screaming at the top of his lungs. Now, I admit, before we had kids, I was one of those people that was like, why don't you get your child under control in public places? And after that experience, I never thought that again. I had all the grace in the world for moms with an out-of-control child, because sometimes it's just really beyond your control. And that's really what a toddler meltdown looks like. We had to run to catch up with him. We finally got a hold of him, got him out of the mall, calmed him down. But really, even though we've all seen toddler meltdowns, mommy meltdowns happen too. Now, they're not as easy to recognize, but often we are just as susceptible to letting our emotions control us in moments of frustration or exhaustion.